Today I will be talking about why people should adopt dogs from shelters instead of buying them from breeders. So dogs are an extremely important part of our everyday life, and they take care of us a lot more than we realize they do. They're really good at making us feel better when we're sad or sick or something like that. They can just tell whenever we don't feel well. So they'll come and lay with you and try to make you feel better. And dogs need us as much as we need them. They can't take care of themselves very well, and they just need us to be there for them. And adopting a dog from a shelter that is in need of love will change both your life and theirs, because they don't know the love that they could have because they've never had that kind of thing before in their lives. And just being able to be around somebody that really does love them is a big game changer for them. Most of the time when people decide to get a dog, they tend to value the dog in its fancy breed rather than the dog's personality itself. They will tend to look for a certain breed, and most of the time doing that will lead them to a breeder. And breeders are extremely expensive, and the environment can be harmful. Not always, but it can be. According to onegreenplanet.org, there are some good breeders known as reputable breeders. However, there are cruel puppy mills that are abusive inbreeders. This can cause a lot of defects in the dogs, and a lot of times they'll die really quickly. The shelters are always overflowing, and no matter what the breeders are doing, the animal shelters will always be overpopulated. So the more dogs that are bred, a lot of them will sometimes end back up in the animal shelter anyways. So there are many sad, abused dogs that are just waiting to find their forever family and somebody to love them. When you adopt a dog instead of buying one, you're saving a life. Shelters can also be a bad place, and there are a lot of people who cannot take in dogs, but they still want to help with the things that are going on in the shelters. Because of overpopulation in the shelters, there is not enough resources and space available to care for all the animals that they take in. So there is a foster system that can be great, and a bunch of animals are adopted through that. And it's a great option for people who cannot take in a pet permanently, but can take it off the shelter's hands for a short amount of time. However, the main goal is to find the forever home for these sweet, precious animals. Another option for people that want to help these poor, precious animals, but they can't take one in themselves, is a donation of any kind. According to sitstay.com, there are many ways set up for people to donate their time, money, and supplies to help these struggling shelters. A lot of people go to the shelters and they volunteer and they help take care of the animals, and a lot of people donate money to the shelters so they can buy new things and expand and things like that. And another thing is supplies. I know a lot of kids, for their birthday, if they don't need anything, some kids accept donations like for animal shelters or something like that and take it to them. That's a really good way for kids to help. And so animals, they need us just as much as we need them. Without good humans, there would be so many helpless dogs that would not survive the tragedies that they have been put through in their lives. There are so many animals that are abused and left to die. And many shelters work really, really hard to try and find these animals, to save them, and to give them a better life. The shelters still need help, and they cannot do it all alone. They need our support as people, and adopting is the best option, because we do not need to create more dog lives before we figure out how to take care of the ones that are already there. So as the breeders are breeding more dogs and putting them out in the world, they can't, and we saw so many that are stuck in shelters or in really bad places where they are being hurt all the time. We just need more people to take in all the hurt ones before we make new ones. And my dog was actually a rescue. His mom was in a kill shelter, and the people that adopted him found out that she was pregnant and she had a bunch of puppies, and that's how we got my dog. And he is a mess, but he is so cute, and he just had surgery the other day, so he's wearing a cone. But Hershey, come here. He won't come here. So just because a dog is a rescue doesn't mean they're not smart. So I'm going to show him doing his tricks. We got to take off his cone real quick though. Shake. Play. Roll over. Oh, good boy. I hope you enjoyed that cute little clip of my dog. He is so sweet and so smart, and I love him to death. And like I said, he came from a rescue. It doesn't diminish his intelligence at all, where he came from or who he is and his personality.